Hello and welcome. My name's Katie. So today I wanted to share some information with you that I thought would be really helpful. So the idea of this video is just to give you some quick snippets of information, bite-sized pieces of information that you can think about, you could do your own research on, or you may even decide to action. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about probiotics. I always understood the importance of probiotics, but it wasn't until recently that it really hit home in a big way, and I want to share that with you because why probiotics are so important. So we have what's called microbiome in our gut, and our gut starts from, well, after you pass through the stomach and you've ingested food and it's digested, now it goes into the small intestine, and then it travels all through there and then into the large intestine before it exits out. So we're actually talking about a very large organ in the body. The intestinal tract is massive, and you know, it is affected by everything we eat and absorb. So what I discovered, that I knew that it was important for our immune system. Yes, we have to have good balance of bacteria. I knew all of that. But I didn't realize how important it was in terms of being able to digest food. I thought digesting food was more to do with digestive enzymes as opposed to bacteria. I didn't even realize that played much of a role. Turns out it actually does play a massive role in digestion, and that if you don't have sufficient bacteria in your gut, in your intestinal tract, you can develop allergies, hay fever, food intolerances, and all sorts of things that cause massive havoc with your body. The good bacteria in your intestinal tract actually assists the body to absorb vitamins and minerals, and if you don't have sufficient amount, you will have impeded absorption. So aside from that, also it affects your mood. So I think the stats is 70% or 80% of serotonin comes from the gut. So serotonin's a neurotransmitter, and that helps to regulate mood and sends messages to our brain, meaning neurotransmitter. So it is really important that we have a good supply, or good balance too, rather, of bacteria, the good bacteria versus the bad bacteria. When this starts to get out of balance, we start to have all sorts of problems. So I also heard recently on a talk that once you've done antibiotics, once you've had a course of antibiotics at any time in your life, your gut bacteria will never be exactly the same as what it was before, ever. I also heard that you cannot replenish the good bacteria without supplementing or doing something above and beyond to try and help restore that balance. So it's really interesting because I found that, you know, a really good pharmacy will advise you to take a probiotic if you do take an antibiotic. Sometimes a doctor who's really good might suggest it. Other doctors don't think it's that important. So it's not really, it's well known, but it's not common practice, I guess. So I found that recently when I started taking, because I was taking one on and off, but recently when I started taking this new specific probiotic, that my digestion really improved. My tummy was less bloated, I felt more comfortable, and I just all round felt better. I had a rash on my hands that I couldn't get rid of, and it would just come up. I wasn't actually sure what was causing it. I did think that it was related to some foods that I was eating, but now that's really settled down and gone completely. So I'm convinced that it made a big difference, the product that I took. So I just also wanted to share that if you are taking a probiotic, that most of the probiotics on the market have about 30 billion colonies of active bacteria. And they sometimes have a prebiotic in there as well, which helps the probiotics multiply and helps them to establish. So most products may have none, or some products have 2. The product that I came across actually had 3 prebiotics, and instead of 30 billion colonies of probiotic, it had 525 billion colonies of probiotic. It also has a bit of vitamin D in there, which is essential for gut health, immune system. And, you know, it's quite common that people are deficient in vitamin D, particularly if they're office workers, work indoor. And it's also got a little bit of fiber. And so fiber is really important too for digestive health. So for maintaining that good bacteria, we need a healthy amount of fiber in our diet to keep things moving. So I really fell in love with this product, and I just thought it was amazing, and it was really well priced. So you know, they can be quite expensive, and this product was in a really good price range for everything that it offered. So anyway, I just wanted to share that information with you today. So if you're not taking a probiotic, consider doing it, and even do your own research. Jump online and look at the benefits of probiotics, because it really could make a big difference in your life. So anyway, if you'd like any more information, feel free to message me, make a comment below, and thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to giving you another health tip in the very near future. Okay, bye.